So I had read the book when I was shooting for Student. I didn't know it was going to be made into a film that time. And I remember reading the book and I'm like, this book has to be made into a film. And I never in the world, even once I found out that it is going to be made into a film and Dharma and Sajid Nadiadwala were making it together and Arjun was on board, I never ever thought that it would come to me because it is a very mature character, it is something very difficult. Ananya's character is as such that you have to love her and you do fall in love with her when you read the book. So for me to play that and convince people was a bit scary. But I'm so happy that it happened because I mean you think of something and the fact that it finally happens is just a great feeling.
I think the book has been done, people have read it, but what I've just started seeing more and more of the film in the past few weeks, and it's really turned out really well. And I think the big credit goes to one guy who's not here, who's still working on it. His name is Abhishek Varman, who last night also was working on the film. And then of course it goes to these two over here, who've done a very difficult job of taking a very popular book.
See, I try to read as much as possible because Mummy, Daddy, and
she's recently learned how to read, so she's trying to read them.
What do you mean?
I know.
But like I can read one book at a time. I need to like concentrate. But so
like most normal people who read one book at a time.
No, many people read 2-3 books at a time.
2-3 books at a time?
Matlab, meaning like they in between books. Anyway, so my mom and dad would always encourage me to read because they read a lot. So I try to read as much, but not very much. But I like reading. It's really not detoxing, unwinding.
A lot of Punjabi for me to speak, so I don't get to do what she's got to do, speak in her colloquial language. But I don't play to the archetypical Punjabi. I don't say "Hor kya ho raha hai" or "Wah wah vadi." I don't do that, except for that one song where I come out of my skin to make her feel happy when she's feeling a little sad about being at this Punjabi wedding. It's almost like I'm trying to cheer her up. That's the only time the Punjabiyat really comes out. Otherwise, he's in general he's a very subdued guy. He's quite an antithesis to a typical Punjabi generic guy that you would look at. It's something that's happened in all our houses. कहीं ना कहीं ये बात हो चुकी है where we've spoken about अच्छा लड़का कहाँ से अच्छा क्या करता है ओहो अच्छा गुजराती है ओहो अच्छा but वो conversation सबके घर पे कहीं ना कहीं कभी ना कभी दोस्तों के साथ relatives के साथ हो चुकी है and it exists in society. So I think it's a fair reflection of modern day India with the generations that have gone beyond. So I really like that about Two States as a script and exactly what Chetan wrote. I'm really glad to be a part of it. I think my family would be very supportive, primarily because they've allowed me to make my own decisions throughout my life. So I'm fortunate and blessed. But if there is any kind of conflict, if my family is concerned, it doesn't always have to be intercaste. There are a lot of reasons why a family would be concerned about you choosing your partner. Sometimes it is the work that the other person does, the kind of lifestyle the other person leads. It could be a lot of factors. Hypothetically, I would also do what Krish and Ananya did. I would take that chance of explaining to them. I would not give up so easily, because when you love someone, then you have to fight the good and the bad. So you have to pull through. But I genuinely believe that my family wouldn't have such issues at all.
पहले तो आपको तो पता है, being in this industry, if I want to marry somebody, I will never say it on national television, and especially on Coffee with Karan. So it was all said just in jest. I'm a fan girl at the end of the day. When I say I want to marry Ranbir Kapoor, it's not that I literally want to marry him. It's just like a fan girl, जो आप किसी को घर ले जाना चाहते हो मम्मी पापा से मिलवाने. लोग कहते हैं ना Scarlett Johansson बहुत beautiful है. Guys say that we want, but never will they get Scarlett Johansson in their life. So this was something like that. I said like a fan girl. It's not like I really want to marry Ranbir.
I still have to live my life, and I really considered doing but I'm not doing it right now. I have never done a sequel to any of my books, but I thought this one could make, because, and I have the tagline for it. That is? Getting married was the easy part. So, Two States Part 2, getting married was the easy part.
For more news and gossips, don't forget to subscribe to Bollywood Helpline.